สวัสดีครับอาจารย์ครับ
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone who is interested is welcome to join. We'll go to our first participant, which is Felicia Chan from Malaysia. Felicia.
Good evening, Ajann. I don't have question for tonight. My meditation progress is good. I concentrate on practicing mindfulness, no thinking, no react. The mind shut down, no thinking at all. I notice mindfulness and samadhi have become much stronger. I follow Ajann teaching. Don't pay attention to the thoughts, but I can also notice delusion arise and disappear. There is nothing inside delusion. That is anatta. Every time when I meditate, I notice myself don't want to come out from samadhi. Even after I come out from samadhi, I automatically want to go back samadhi very soon. Normally, in around 2 hours, I also stay in mindful, peaceful, and clear condition all day long. Ajann, may I know, is there anything I should take note? Thank you.
Well, if you want to go into samadhi and you don't have any dukkha, if you cannot get into samadhi, then that's okay. But if you want to get into samadhi and you might be not able to get into samadhi and you get dukkha, then this is not good. You should not have desire or craving for samadhi. But you should go to samadhi when you are free to do so. But if you have to engage in some other work, then you have to wait until you are free to go into samadhi. So don't get dukkha from wanting to get into samadhi. That's my point. That is craving also.
Okay, thank you. Noted. Ajann, I will go to Thailand this Friday and stay in few monastery for a month and maybe extend further. You'll be also with me, but she will not extend. I will go to meet Long Po Uthai at Wat Khao Yai in Pat Chong, Long Po Philip at Wat Pa Latawan in Wan Khao Lam, Wan Nam Khao, sorry, and Long Po Ganji at Wan Pa Pu Mahau in Sakunakon.
Yes, so, they are good teachers. They are good teachers.
Thank you. So I may not be able to join Zoom meeting during this time. I will focus on my meditation there.
Yes, good.
But Ajann, yeah.
Okay.
But Ajann, you also know my English not good. My daughter not with me. do collection for my English question, and I cannot speak Thai. If I have question, I will come back and ask Pra Ajann.
Okay, later on, after you come back. When you go there, don't try to have any question. Try to stop thinking. When you stop thinking, you will not have any question. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
If you have any question, just treat everything as anatta.
Okay, noted.
You don't need to solve anything. You just let things be. Don't react. You have question because you want to react to something.
Okay, noted.
So just don't react. Just see things as they are. Just leave them alone. Don't ask why. No need to ask why. Just tell yourself, this is the way it is. Okay. Things are as they are. There's no need for you to know why or when or what. Just know. Then you would have no question to ask. But if you start to ask when or why, then you got question. Then this is desire. This is craving.
Okay, noted.
So just there's no need to have any question if you have wisdom. If you see everything as anatta, there's no need to have any question. Can you see everything as anatta? Do you ask why there's a lunar eclipse tonight? Do you ask question why the sun come up in the east, not in the west? You don't ask, right? You just take them for what it is. That's what you should do with everything else. Just take them for what it is. Take them as they are. No need to ask why, how, or when.
Thank you. I hope one day I can pay respect to Pra Ajann at your monastery and learn Dharma from you.
I think it's easier for you to pay respect here now. Because you have all the time here. But if you come to my monastery, I would not have much time to give to you because I have so many other people coming. So this is the best time to pay respect, to see me for any certain length of time. You have 2 hours to see me here.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you for teaching. Thank you. Sadhu, sadhu.
Next, Willie from Indonesia. Rachi, by the way.
Good evening, Ajann. Today I don't have any questions. Thank you.
Okay. Sajalka of Silver Spring, Maryland.
Thank you, Ajann. I don't have any questions today.
Okay, Nanapat from Thailand.
นมัสการค่ะท่านอาจารย์ no question ค่ะ thank you for your teaching ค่ะ
Okay, Yogbi, you coming to Thailand with Felicia?
Yes, yes, I'm happy. Yes, my flight is for tonight. After I will meet her at the airport in the Kuala Lumpur.
Tomorrow.
And yeah, Kuala Lumpur. Yeah, 11. And the first 2 weeks, yeah, I'm with her. We're with Lumpur Utai. The 3rd week, I will go to Lumpur Phillip, and the last week, I will go to the Lumpur country for retreat for the. I need to know, do I have to be carefully or something? I need your guidance. Should I have to do?
Be mindful all the time. Stay mindful.
Thank you for very much for your teaching, and also thank you for this chance and bring me that to visit them. Thank you so much.
Okay, I hope you have a good trip.
Thank you so much, Ajann. Sadhu.
Okay. Professor Ken from Switzerland.
Good afternoon, Ajann. I would like to ask you your advice, Ajann, on something. I noticed maybe over the last few months, quite often, if I'm having a conversation with somebody or explaining something, quite often I get the feeling now that it's as if I'm aware of what's going on, but I'm watching someone else talking. So in other words, it's me talking, but I'm aware of almost from the outside that this is going on.
It just means your mindfulness is more heightened, it's more keen. So it enables you to see the body doing the talking and the mind watching the body.
Okay.
So that's eventually you'll see that you and the body are two separate entities. You're the one, you're the knower, and the body is the one who do things. And you're like a puppet master, and your body is just a puppet.
Yeah, that's the kind of feeling as if I'm watching a puppet that's under control by something. It's a quite interesting feeling.
Yeah.
So this is okay, is it? Is this?
Oh yeah, this is good. So that you know that you and the body are not. You're not one and the same. You're the one who look after your body, who tells your body what to do.
Okay.
Your body has to wait for your order before it can move. It needs your instruction. You're the mind. The instruction comes from the mind. So it's good, so that you are more. It means you are mindful at that time. You can see the body and the mind as two persons, like identical twins, or not identical twins, but connected twins, like the Siamese twin, in which the body are connected to each other.
Okay. I also find it quite useful in the sense that it's almost as if I can see what is coming, what I'm about to say, monitoring what is being said before it actually is said.
Yes, because you're watching your thoughts, you're closer to your thoughts now, before you're more with your body.
Okay. Okay.
So you know what you're gonna think.
Mm-hmm. Then
you know whether you should be saying it or not, or doing it or not.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is the mindfulness working.
Okay.
So you will be able to control your action more. You can stop it before you say something that you might regret it later on.
Yeah.
Or do something that you might regret, or do something that you're not supposed to be doing, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good. This is the working of mindfulness.
All right. Okay, Tanajan, that's very helpful. I just wanted to check that was okay. That's good.
But the next step is to see if your mind can also let go of the attachment to your body. I mean, should something happens to your body, your mind should not get upset or worry about it, because the body is not you. You are watching the body. It only happens to the body, it doesn't happen to you, the one who's watching the body.
Mm-hmm.
Then this will decrease a lot of dukkha or stress concerning the body.
Okay.
If it's something that you cannot prevent or stop it from happening, then you just have to accept it. That this is only happened to the body, it doesn't happen to you.
Yeah.
Like the puppeteer accepting what's going to happen to the puppet. Yeah.
Okay.
The mind is the master, the body is the servant. So you should not get upset or worry disturbed by what's gonna happen, what can happen to the body, or what happens to the body. If you can help it, if you can prevent it, you do it. But if it's something unavoidable or inevitable, then you just have to let it be. And so
Okay.
that's why you have to constantly contemplate on the impermanent nature of your body, so that you don't get upset when something happens to the body, because this is what's going to happen to the body.
Mhm.
In fact, the problem is we keep forgetting. We thought that the body will be good all the time, but the body is slowly deteriorating, and it's going to get sick, and it's going to have all sorts of issues that you have to fix. Some you can do it, some you cannot. So this is something you should use. This is what we can contemplate wisdom contemplation.
Yeah. Actually, I had an interesting experience last Friday, because on the Thursday I had to go for my second booster vaccination, and on Friday I was completely flat. It knocked me out. So I managed to I was staying at home. I managed to just leave the body alone and focus on the parikama all day, and I found that very calming. Although the body was quite sick, I just left it, and I was very, very happy to be staying at home actually in that circumstance.
Yeah,
So-
the best place is to be isolated from everything, so that you can concentrate on your mindfulness, to calm your mind, not be distracted by other things around you.
Okay.
We can fix the mind, we can protect the mind, but we cannot fix or protect the body.
Mhm.
Sooner or later, things will happen to the body, and we cannot do anything about it. But we can protect our mind from getting upset by what's happening to the body. Okay, just keep practicing this separation of mind and body.
Okay.
This is called wisdom or vipassana. You have to do this outside of samadhi. When you're in samadhi, you stop thinking. There you want to increase the strength of your equanimity, so that you can let go of your attachment easily when you come out of meditation, and the mind tells you to detach, not to cling. Because your defilement wants you to cling to your body. If defilement will keep off, we have to look after the body, all the as much. We cannot let the body, be happening something bad to it. We have to do all things as much as possible. But sometimes it just becomes stressful by setting up that goal. It's better just to look at the body as it is, and do what you can with it. But eventually, in the end, you cannot not be able to do anything stop it from dying, or stop it from getting sick, or getting old.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Tanajan.
So you have to do both, but not at the same time. When after contemplation you feel tired, you feel overwhelmed, or you want to rest, then you go into samadhi. You meditate to calm your mind, to rest your mind. After you have rested, you come out, then you continue on with your separation of body and mind.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you very much, Tanajan.
All right. Kwan Lee Man from Malaysia.
Tanajan, if everything goes on well, see Tanajan next Monday. Thank you for the permission to practice there.
Okay. It's not me. It's not for me to give the permission. It's the temple. I have no authority in this temple. I'm just one of the boys. Just rank and file. I have no position, no authority, no administrative position in this monastery. I'm just.
Thank you to
But I can help facilitate. That's about all I can do. Okay.
Thank you, Tanajan.
All right. Kafai Lim from Malaysia also.
Good day to you, Tanajan. Today I have no question. Thank you.
Okay, Philip from Malaysia also.
Good evening, Tanajan. I have no questions tonight, just listening in.
One of the largest group of people visiting Thailand now is Malaysian, next to Indian.
Oh, I see. Yeah. But there used to be a direct flight from the airport to Utapao, but I think now they don't have the flight anymore. You have to go into Bangkok, I think.
Maybe later when the demand becomes greater, I think then they will start the flight.
It's actually nearer. It's actually nearer to your temple. I think it's about only 1 hour and 15 minutes from Utapao. I drove before, but I think it's from Bangkok. It's about 3 hours. I think. Yeah.
No, actually we're just 15 minutes from Utapao.
Oh, okay.
15 minutes.
15.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah. Because the last time I drove there, I don't know, somehow the ways took me to the back way through the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where they have the laser.
Yeah, the mountain. That's only 5 minutes from the monastery.
Yeah.
From the temple.
So yeah, I wanted to do some arrangement, and I found out that there was no direct flight, so it has to go through Bangkok and take a bus.
Now you can drive from Bangkok in less than 2 hours to get to Utapao, because the expressway is now completed all the way from Bangkok.
Okay. I see.
But anyway, this is a little bit of sideway talk.
Yeah.
You have any question?
No questions for tonight. Just glad to listen in. But maybe later.
Okay. All right. Next, Meta Food. Where are you from, Meta Food?
Hi. Yes, my name is Peter Ajann, and I'm from Australia. I'm currently in Malaysia, and I'm flying to Thailand next week. I have written to you. I'll be coming to the monastery. It's not the monastery, the hill, to meditate in one of the kutis.
Yes, Kauchi.
This is my first time speaking to you, so pleasure to meet you. I am very fortunate to have this opportunity. In terms of questions, it's so difficult, I think, to find the right question when talking to someone. So I wonder how it is that you can help somebody who's been on the path for 30 years. What is it with the meditation object, or how do you assist? How do you tune into that individual to give assistance?
Well, I just follow the teaching of the Buddha. So the Buddha said, be mindful. If you're not sitting, then you be mindful of your body movement, your body posture all the time. Whether you're standing, sitting, walking, or doing something, just focus on your body activity. And if you're meditating, then you just watch your breath. When you sit down, and you just keep watching your breath at the tip of your nose. This is the Buddha's teaching in the four foundation of mindfulness.
Okay. My question is, I have wondering if it's okay to come and fast for 3 days while I'm there.
Or you can fast for 10
rather than-
days. You can fast as many as days you want. There's no
problem.
no problem
Okay.
at all.
And if I come and fast for 3 days, am I able to meditate for the full 3 days, or do I still need to go and help with the?
No, you don't
alms
need to. You can be meditating all day long on the hill. You don't have to see anybody, meet anybody. Just be
Okay.
by yourself. Except if you need to have some refreshment, we have a place where you can come and have coffee or tea or some fruit juices.
Mhm. Okay.
But you should not bring
Good then.
food. You should not bring any food up there. No food.
No problem. No food.
Okay.
That's just me. That's easy.
Okay. Drinking water, that's what you might need to have, drinking water. If you don't have any, we have some up there also you can get from the
Okay.
what we call the place where we store them in storage.
Mhm.
Okay, if you like fasting, that's the place for you.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
When are you coming?
I'm on the 17th. We'll be there on the 17th.
Of this month.
And-
Okay. Just you yourself or somebody else with you?
I'll be coming with one other meditator, Stefan. You might know
I see,
Stefan.
okay.
Yeah.
Were you the one who sent an email earlier today or yesterday? Peter
Sent
Tom?
a yes,
sent to,
yes.
okay, sent to my assistant.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you.
Okay, I'll see you then. Maybe I might not see you at all because, for you to see me, you have to come down to the temple.
Okay.
If you're just fasting, then maybe I won't even see you. But that's okay. I see you now.
I see you now. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
But you have somebody to instruct you how to get there and who to meet when you get to the monastery, right?
Yes.
I think we have a Malaysian monk called Kim. I think he is the one who's coordinating with the foreign visitors.
Okay.
You just contact him when you come to the monastery.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Kok Sing from Singapore.
Good evening, Ajann. No questions at the moment. Thank you.
Okay, B. Ravin from Bangkok.
Hi, good evening, Ajann.
Speak louder.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, okay, better.
Yeah, I saw some photos from your birthday last week. I heard my mother was there. So
Yeah.
you are 75 already.
That's right. Almost close to my dying day. We have to go sometime, right? So go happily, stay happily and go happily. That's the goal in Buddhism. To live happily and to die happily. Without attachment. You can do this without attachment.
Yes.
And constant reminder that you have to go one day.
Yeah.
We keep forgetting that we have to go. So when we somehow are reminded by some incidents, we can get upset. The Buddha said constantly reflect on the time that you have to leave this earth so that you don't become surprised when it happens. Or being affected when you see someone close to you leaving this earth before you.
Yes, sometimes we take it for granted that we will have a long life, but that's not a guarantee.
That's right. You never know when or how you're gonna go. So be ready, be ever ready, like the name of the battery company, ever ready.
Always ready.
Yeah. Long time Mahaprabhu gave us a talk. He's called be prepared, be prepared, เตรียมพร้อม be always prepared.
Yes.
If you're not, that means you are being complacent. You're being reckless.
Yes.
It's like not practicing fire drill. You have to keep practicing fire drill because you don't know when you're gonna have fire. If you keep practicing when you have fire, then you know how to escape fire safely. Same way with passing away. This is something that you can practice. And when it happens, you can do it easily and smoothly. Because it's just like going to sleep, that's all. That's what death is all about, right? You just go to sleep. But it's just a permanent sleep, that's all. You don't come back to this body anymore. But if you haven't got to Nibbana yet, then you'll probably get a new body. That's when you wake up. At birth, when you come out of the womb, and you open your eyes and say, "Oh, I'm awake again." But with a new body. That's all. That's what happened. It's a changing of body when you pass away. If you haven't yet reached Nibbana, then you just go and get a new body. Your old body no longer works, so you need a new body. Like transplanting, when you transplant the whole body, not just any particular organ.
Yes. Death drill.
Look at it this way, and then you don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Because people don't know that they don't die with the body. Most people think that they die with the body. So it's something very, very terrible, very scary to lose yourself, to enter into nothingness. But you don't, you still retain everything that you have with you, mentally, not physically. All physical thing you cannot retain, you cannot take it with you. But you can take all the mental qualities with you. Love, hate, fear, anything, samadhi, wisdom, mindfulness, this all go with you after the body dies.
And the karma that we have done.
Yeah, the good and the bad karma that you will. The bad karma will keep haunting you. The good karma will keep blessing you.
Yes.
Do you have any question?
Yes, I have one question, Ajann. It's regarding contemplation of the 32 parts of the body. I just like to understand how it's done and what is the main purpose that it serves.
Well, just to know the body completely. See, right now you only know the body partially, and this gives you give rise to the illusion of thinking the body as being good looking, attractive. So if you study the whole complete body, then you find out that it's not so attractive at all. So the purpose is first to stop your sexual desire, your attraction toward other people's body, or your own infatuation with your own body. Sometimes people get infatuation with their own body. They want to keep the body look good all the time, right? Grooming it and everything. Have to make a body fit, do weightlifting, and so that you have muscles and so forth. This is an infatuation with your own body. And with other people, you got attraction for other people's body. So once you see the complete picture of the body, then this can be eliminated. If you see the skeleton, if you think of the body as being a body bag, The skin and your flesh is like a bodysuit you wear when you go diving, skin diving, scuba diving. You have to put on a bodysuit, right? A rubber suit. Well, this is the body is just like that. You have a bodysuit that keeps the skeleton and all the inner organs inside. Yeah, if you unzip this bodysuit, if you take out the skin and flesh, then what is left? What is left is the skeleton, right? And all the organs, the heart, the lungs, and everything inside. So you want to have this perception of the body, have a complete picture of the body, so that you will not become delusional regarding the body. So the main goal here is to stop your sexual attraction or your body infatuation with your own body. So this is what we call super contemplation. The goal is to stop your sexual desire and also your own infatuation with your body. People now, they have to keep on doing cosmetic surgery, right? Injecting Botox and to keep the body young and looking good. The face must be beautiful, no scars, no nothing. But just look under the skin. Look on your face. If you can peel off the skin, what do you see under your face? Your face it's just a mask, a skin mask that's covering the skull, right? But you never see the skull every time you look at your face, do you?
No.
Why not? It's right there, right behind your skin. Because you never teach your mind to look at it that way. If you keep teaching it, eventually when you look at your face, you'll look at the skull right behind your skin, behind your face. Okay.
So contemplation of the 32 parts is Asupa, it's a sort of Asupa practice.
You can look at the body when it dies, but nowadays it's difficult to see it because it's no longer, people don't leave their body in the cemetery for you to go and look. So you have to rely on pictures, drawings of corpses, because nowadays it's considered not good politically to show dead pictures. Not politically correct, let's put it that way. To show dead pictures, picture of dead people. But if you see dead people, see corpses, then it can then give you another angle, another perspective of the body. And the body is not going to be good looking, attractive all the time. One day it's going to be just the opposite when it dies. There was a story during the time of the Buddha. There was this one monk, he's so infatuated with beautiful body. So one day the Buddha, there was a famous courtesan or prostitute die, and so he tell the monk to go visit her funeral and see her body. And after he saw her body, he became enlightened. He achieved Anagami level. So you need something like this to get enlightened. If you are weak of heart, then you will never be enlightened. You have to look at that in order to become a Sotapanna. You have to come face to face with that if you want to become a Sotapanna. Not by just imagining, but actual situation. Maybe you're on a plane and the plane has emergency problem and you don't know how it's going to land. Then this is the time when you will then have to see what you can do. Whether you still going to be attached to your body or not. Whether you still want your body to survive or not. That can determine your status as a disciple, a noble disciple or not. If you want to be a noble disciple, then say, well, heck, this is not my body. Let it crash with the plane. I got a parachute. I got the Dhamma. I'm not the body.
We are the mind.
Yeah.
The mind doesn't die with the body.
Yeah. You're the puppet master. The body is just a puppet.
So once we can see this as permanent, that's when we become a noble disciple.
Once you no longer have any fear of death, then you become a noble disciple. Halfway. Maybe the other half is pain that you have to deal with also. You have to deal with both the pain and the death of the body. Okay.
Yes, Tanachan, I'll try to incorporate this into my practice.
Okay.
Thank you, Tanachan.
Ubeka from Brazil, Alfredo.
Hi, Bante.
Hi.
I'm sick, Bante.
You're sick again. What happened? Get a cold? Get a
My
cold?
bronchitis.
Bronchitis.
I take grip. Not COVID, only grip. And my respiration is very bad.
You go to the hospital for treatment?
Normally I take medicine. I know how medicine to take. I don't like to go to hospital. It's the same. It's the same. The same if I take my medicine. But I was thinking in what you are saying about energy, about motivation, about Buddha say the word atapi, né? Buddha Dasa say that is a flavor of nibbana. Other monks says about a frescory in frescory, né? Is the result of samadhi, né, Bante? The energy, samavayama, né, Bante? The energy is a point, né, Bante? Is a main point of Dhamma, né, Bante? Is the six maga, né, Bante? Samavayama.
Samavayama, yes, Samavayama.
Vayama,
right exertion.
Right exertion. Yes. Because in our lives we thinking about things, né, Bante? About things, about bills, about friends, about other things, and forget our mind a little.
That's right. We all forget about the mind because we don't know we have a mind. We thought we only have the body. We only look after our body, never look after our mind.
Yes. The atapi, the energy is good to fix this, né, Bante?
The itibati.
No. Buddha say atapi sampajano satima. Atapi is Buddha say on the Enlightenment Day. Atapi is felicity. Sukha is sukha.
Okay.
The same sukha, the same the same apana samadhi.
Okay.
The
Ubeka.
good
Ubeka.
upeka. Yes,
Okay.
upeka. Good energy.
Yeah.
Without forjana too. Without forjana, not in forjana. Without forjana.
Okay.
Né? Is very important, né? But you say this for other students to we maintain a principle think in our mind, né? But in our dhamma, né? Not in only samsara, né, Bante? Is both, né, Bante? But it's important to have a good motivation, né?
Yes, yes. Motivation is the one that drives you forward.
Yes. I was
Okay.
thinking about this because a friend me say to me, Alfredo, you say a lot, you have to more stability, né? More felicity, more energy, né? Not only say, né? Other people's like, and you are a good people, né, Bante? You good
You
things,
need
né, Bante?
stability, right?
Stability.
Okay.
Yes.
Stability is samadhi or equanimity. Yeah. You
Yes,
need equanimity. You need mindfulness to have stability.
Yes.
So practice mindfulness.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Hope you get well soon. Okay.
Oh, thanks, Bante. I prefer that, Bante. That
Okay.
I have no problem. But
All
I
right.
have to Nibbana before.
Good.
After Nibbana, I dead, Bante.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Christine Coe from Penang.
Good evening, Longpo and Ajann. Hopefully that Ajann can live as good as Longtam Mahabua. We still have long way to learn from Ajann.
Well, we can only hope, right? Hope it spring eternal.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's hope for the best, but expect the worst also.
Pity the followers and disciples. Hope that Ajann can stay longer and teach us.
Yes, compassion is the one.
Yeah. Today
All right.
I
You have to pity the teacher also. You have to also study hard and practice hard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Today I have practiced. Today I clear my lips, so I listen Dharma, I listen chanting, and I do try to practice back.
Okay. You have to keep practicing more and more and more. Keep increasing your practice.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Or else you will not be moving forward.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Eugene from Taiwan.
Ajann, good evening. I only have two small questions about normal pen and itch, ITCH.
Yes.
I think itch is, for me, is more difficult to compare normal pain, because when sitting meditation, when I feel itch, I want to scratching, scratching, but I pay attention a little bit. I understand I am itch. I understand I am itch, but I think pain is more easy than itch.
Well, it depends on how strong your pain is. If you miss some really strong pain, you might wish you have an itch instead of pain. But you have pain has many levels, mild to very extreme pain.
I watch my mind when have no more pain, sometimes just have a little bit sad and suffer. But when itch, I will appear anger very strong.
There are two ways to deal with this. One way is to focus your mindfulness on a mantra and ignore the itch. Till you forget the itch. Then the itch will not bother your mind. Or second, you have to treat the itch as like the weather. You have to learn to live with it. If you can learn to live and accept the itch, then there's no need to do anything, right? You have to welcome the itch. You say, oh, yeah, I'm waiting for you. Where have you been all this time? You have to change your attitude. Right now, you have aversion for itching. You don't like to have itches. But you have to accept that it keeps coming back. You know, it's like the weather, like the rain, it keeps coming back. And so you just have to learn to accept it for what it is. If you can accept it, then there will be no problem. You can live with your itch without having to do any scratching.
One time when sitting meditation, I feel itch, then I watch. Then I just like Pa Ajann say, I should understand like weather. But I say, oh, please, sunny, itch, go away, go away.
Yeah, that's cause you the uneasiness when you wish it to go away. You must not wish it to go away. You must wish it to stay. I hope you stay longer. Like when you're happy, right? When you're happy, you wish, oh, my happiness will last longer, right? Okay. So when it happens, don't wish it to go away. Wish it to stay longer. It means that means you must like it in order to wish it to stay longer, right? So you have to switch your attitude toward the itch. Instead of disliking it, you have to switch it back to liking it. When you start to like the itch, then you know you would like it to stay longer. You would not want it to go away. Like you will, when you meet somebody you like, you want that person to be with you all the time, right? But if you meet a person you dislike, you want that person to go away right away. And if that person doesn't go right away, then you get upset. So it's your attitude toward things that your dislike is causing you the problem. So you have to turn your dislike to like. Switch your mind around. Like your camera, you know, you have front and back camera. Switch it back around.
Oh, I see. Because before when sitting meditation, every time I will itch, I scrape right away at that moment. But I watch, then I feel in deep mind I have strong anger, so I a little bit shocked. Oh, itch then bring my bad emotion so strong. So today I ask Pa Ajann this question.
It's not the itching that causes you the bad emotion. It's your dislike.
Dislike.
Yeah. If you like it, then there will be no bad emotion. Like if you get something you like, you get good emotion. You get good feeling.
Okay.
So you have to stop your dislike and turn it to like. Like on Facebook, they have no dislike button for you to press. Don't have like button for you to press.
Okay, I will try again.
Okay, second question.
Second question is, Pa Ajann have two Facebook. One is English and another is Thai language. So last week, Thai people asked Pa Ajann about the how to say that Thai people carry small omelette. Sometimes it's Buddha, sometimes it's monk, sometimes it's Long Pu Man's photo. Then they believe have power can protect us or let us remind the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Then this question I think is very good, but because I use Google Translation, so I can understand quite clearly. So now I have opportunity to ask Pa Ajann face to face. I think Taiwan people maybe try to understand this question, because many people attach about the omelette or
amulet.
Yes, amulet. Or
Not
some,
omelette. Omelette is eggs, fried eggs.
Thai language called pakling or sondit or some small coin have
Yes.
monk photo. So you say it's about the culture or some toy. They cannot understand true Dharma. So they pay many attention about these things. So sometimes we feel safe, but we just believe it can keep we away from accidents. But actually, some people in their house have a lot of puja, have a lot of statue, but also have fire, accident, and the people still dying. So I don't understand the Google translation, is it correct? Some Buddhism think it's like a toy and attach about that. It's not true Buddha Dharma.
That's right. It's just like a coin or something. You know, it has no magical power whatsoever. It's only the belief in it. That's all that causes the person to believe that once they possess this coin or this amulet, they will be protected from all types of harm or danger. It's just a belief, and it becomes psychological. Some people cannot leave the house without wearing an amulet because they feel they are not protected. I just believe, because when there's an accident on the road and you look at the people who die, some people have amulets and some people don't have amulets. But it's not for protection from death. You know, it's just psychological, just to give you the confidence to face the uncertainty of life. And you feel that you are protected, then that you will not die that day or something like that. So it's psychological.
Okay.
Before I studied the Dhamma, when I was younger, I also have an amulet. I wear all the time also.
Takut.
No, just a coin, But it's supposed to be, people have a lot of good saying about this coin, that it's very protective, and you know. So I happened to get it from someone who gave it to me, so I wear it. But after I studied the Dhamma and started practicing that, I threw that away.
Throw away.
Yeah.
But some people said, because we buy or we do some donation for temple, we get a merit. So because this merit, and you remind Long Pu Man or Buddha Dhamma Sangha, then can protect you. This saying is correct?
No, it's marketing ploy. Monks want to raise money to fix the monastery. You know, they need money, so they have to have some marketing ploy. So they make this amulet and say, if you buy amulet, you get lots of merits.
Oh, Pa Ajann say that some Thai people will angry or not?
They won't. They know. They all know that this is just a marketing ploy. But they still believe it. If it's done by some famous monk, then they think that this is good.
So best way, if we like statue, we no need to create a Buddha statue. We just put and remind the sati is better way than create.
The Buddha said the Dhamma is me. I am the Dhamma. The Dhamma is me. So if you want to have me, you have to have the Dhamma. So you have to practice and become enlightened. Then you will have the Dhamma with you all the time.
I see.
The Buddha with you all the time. But this is something very deeply enrooted in Thai culture. So it's not easy to just to eliminate. It can only eliminate by each individual person. Any person who study and practice the Dhamma teaching, then they will know that this is just something just not of any use or any benefit.
Because now not only Thai people like that, Taiwan people, young
Yes,
people.
a lot of Asian people coming to Thailand and they're asking for ambulance and.
So you never mad about your omelette? The coin have your photo then for your student? No, never.
I don't make it, but my students make it and they distribute themselves. So I couldn't stop them from doing it.
So you also bless that photo?
I don't bless. I just say I have nothing to do with it, but they just want to make it. And sometimes they ask me to distribute it for them. So sometimes on my birthday, I give away 200 or 300 amulets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They are so lucky.
Not amulet, actually it's a photograph of me and put in a locket. They call it a locket.
Locket.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. So how about I don't know how to say English. Maybe it's worship or insurance. Thai language called Boligan.
Boligan service.
So they offer some Buddha and gardeners. So it's also a Thai culture, right?
Buddha, what do you mean?
They prepare something to do Boligan to make a wish successfully.
Boligan. Boligan is parikama.
Parikama.
Parikama is to recite something mentally.
Okay. Mentally.
Yeah. Like Bhutto, this is parikama.
Oh, Parikama. Is Parikama. So is any like Bhutto, any skill, meditation skill, we call Parikama.
Yeah, it's for purpose of mindfulness. But some people think it's like a magical something that you can use to
protect
or to destroy your enemy or whatever. Whatever you believe.
But it's just a culture, not Buddha say it can protect you.
No, Buddha never teach anything like that. The Buddha said your body is impermanent. It's gonna get old, get sick, and die.
It's called Bodhikama.
Bodhikama, in Thai, Bodhikama. In Pali, it's called Parikama.
Parikama, I see. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Ajann.
Okay. Alvin Lee from Malaysia.
Good evening, Ajann. I don't have any question, just listening. Thank you.
Okay. Belinda from Singapore.
No question, Ajann.
Okay. Sweet Check from Vancouver, Thailand, and Canada.
Hello, Ajann.
Yes, anything?
Ajann, like during the meditation, like you taught us like we want to focus at one point that is to still the mind.
To stop the mind from thinking, from working. To turn off the mind temporarily, like an engine, turning off the engine.
And that one point is just to watch the breath in and out.
That's right. That's a way to turn off the mind, to rest the mind. To rest the thinking, the working of the mind. But you cannot turn off the knowing part of the mind. The knowing part is not a function. It's just intrinsic nature of the mind, the ability to know. But the ability to think, to feel, this is the function that you can turn on and off.
Oh, okay.
the four namakanda you can turn off. When you meditate, you actually turn off the Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, and Vijnana. But you cannot turn off the knowing element, the knower.
Oh, okay.
That's why when the four namakanda stop functioning, then all that is left is just the knowing, the one who knows.
Yeah, okay.
And when you turn off the mind becomes peaceful and happy, give you equanimity, happiness, and peace. It's like when you turn off the engine. When you turn on the engine of your automobile or your air conditioner, then the room becomes quiet, peaceful. When you turn on the air conditioning, then you get noise coming out of the engine. Same way with the mind. You want to shut down the mind temporarily.
Okay. So when we shut down the mind, meanings we also shut down out. We won't feel the body as well.
That's right, because the vijnana that connects to the body stop functioning.
Okay. That's just my question. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. What about you, Check?
I heard another modern analogy. Facebook only has like and no dislike. And return the yeah, it's interesting that
Have you ever asked why don't they put a dislike button on the Facebook? Because that can create a lot of emotional stress for people who post anything, right? This page had 20,000 dislikes.
Oh yeah, but it's interesting that you said that you return the like itch or pain or something that we dislike to like, and meaning like we don't have the craving for this dislike, Ajann, like no desire to dislike it. Then
because when you dislike something, you're creating stress in your mind. But when you like something, you're not creating stress, right? You're creating happiness. Oh, I like this. I want to have this. I'm happy to be with this thing. If you don't like this thing, or I don't want this thing, I want to get rid of it. So you get different reaction from like and dislike. What you like can be also harmful to you, because when you like something, you become attached to that something. And when that something leaves you or disappear from you, then you get dukkha, you get sadness. But at a different time, when you like something, you get dukkha later on. But when you dislike something, you get dukkha right away, as soon as you dislike something.
Yeah. So, but it's not possible, like, let's say we try to deal with this immediate like pain with we wouldn't become attached to it, right, Ajann? Like we wouldn't, like just to change the mind at that time to become peaceful, but we probably wouldn't
because when you like something but not deep enough, like it enough so that it doesn't cause you any stress.
Yeah.
You don't go all the way 100%. You use it to neutralize your dislike, that's all.
Yeah.
So bring your mind to neutrality, neither like or dislike. When you have neither like or dislike, then you don't have any reaction. Either way.
Right.
And the same way with like, when you like something, you have to dislike it. If you like to drink coffee, then you should dislike it sometime to stop your attachment to it. If you dislike, then you don't drink it, right?
Yeah.
But it's hard to dislike something that you like, right?
You like, yeah.
And it's hard to like something that you dislike, right?
Yeah. It's true.
So you need mindfulness to be the one to do this for you. You need
Oh.
mindfulness to bring the mind to equanimity.
Yeah.
When your mind will have equanimity, then it neither like or dislike.
Oh.
It remains neutral.
Hmm.
So that's the purpose of using mindfulness and samadhi, to bring the mind to neutrality, not to swing between like and dislike, love or hate. Because when you have equanimity, there's no love, no hate, no fear, no delusion. All these things have to stop working because you stop the mind from working temporarily. So once you have equanimity, then when you see something you used to dislike, you can just remain neutral, not react, not neither like or dislike. Yeah. Same way with what you like. When you see it again with equanimity, you will neither like or dislike. You can take it or leave it.
So the real button that Facebook should have is the neutral button, Ajahn. The equanimity button.
They like or dislike.
Like or dislike.
They should have three. They should have 3 buttons for people to choose. They only have 2, like and love. Like and love. Extreme like is love, right? Not no extreme hate.
You're the coolest Ajahn ever. I love how modern you are.
Well, this is anthropology. You study the social behavior of human beings.
Oh.
Or social study, sociology.
And yeah.
See, studying the nature of human nature, how they behave. And you understand why they behave this, because this is how their defilement works. The defilement doesn't like anything. So you don't want to put a dislike button on, because then you will discourage people to use Facebook, because when you post something and people put a lot of dislike on your page, and Facebook want you to post a lot, so they only put the like page, the like button, so that when you see 10,000 people like me, it kind of
feel good.
It makes you feel good. So you want to post more, do more posting, so you attract more people.
Wow, Ajahn, you're expert in many things. You even know this as like psychology stuff.
Yeah, why not? You look at things and you look at everything that's under the hidden motivation, hidden agenda. And usually it's greed, greed. Everything is greed. When they give you something free, it's not really free, right?
Yeah.
Facebook is free, but they're making money from you by selling you as a advertisement.
Yeah. Ajahn, so cool.
No, don't say that. You're spoiling me this way.
I'm not spoiling. I know you don't need it at all, but just my own like nature feeling that like I don't know why every time I heard something like this, it just blow my mind. It's like, how come? Ajahn, so
All right. Is that all? Okay.
Yeah.
Next, Sharon from Sri Lanka, right? Sharon, haven't seen you for a while. You have to unmute your microphone first. Bottom lip, okay.
Ajann?
Yes, you're from Sri Lanka, right?
Yeah, Ajann.
Okay.
I'm planning to visit the temple on Sunday. coming Sunday.
This coming Sunday. You made arrangement with the monks already? Not yet.
As with Ajann.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I will be staying for about 20 days, Acharyya.
20 days. You already made arrangement with the monks?
Yes, Acharyya.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay, I'll see you sometime then.
Okay, Acharyya. Thank you, Acharyya.
Just coming by yourself or you coming with someone else?
This time I will be coming alone.
Okay, better to be alone.
Yeah, Acharyya.
If you have other, then they keep bothering you.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Gotcha.
All right, see you soon.
Thanks, Acharyya.
All right, next, Lillian from Bangkok.
Good evening, Ajann. I have one question. I had a very bad migraine last week, and I was doing like what you and the other teachers were saying. I was giving a lot of love to my shoulder because that's where the pain starts all the time. But after a while, well, it didn't get worse, but it didn't get better either. And after maybe about 10 minutes, after about 10 minutes of trying to give it loving kindness, the migraine got really, really bad. In this case, should I just is it good to just continue trying to give it more loving kindness or doing, I was alternating between loving kindness.
What they mean by giving loving kindness is to like it.
Yes, to like
not to hate it. You should say, oh, I like it, I like it. Don't go away, stay with me.
I said something like that.
Then you can reduce the stress. See, the stress comes from your dislike and you want it to get away. Your desire to want it to get away is causing the stress. But once you like it, then you will not have any desire for it to go away.
Okay, I will try and like it more.
Yeah, but stay with it. But to show that you like it means just to stay with it and leave it alone. Okay, you want to stay here, stay. And then you just don't give it any attention. Just go doing something else.
Okay.
Paying as if it doesn't exist. Yeah.
Okay.
Ignore it. Because when you ignore it, then you forget about it. Then your desire to get rid of it will not be there. But if you keep staring at it, looking at it, then you can help avoid having this desire to get rid of it.
Okay.
So you can either use the mantra, Bhutto, 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 concentrate on your mantra, or concentrate on what you do. If you have to time, if you have to do something, just continue on it if you can. And just leave the pain alone.
Okay.
If you cannot, then you have to sit down and then just use mindfulness or wisdom. Wisdom is this is anatta, something you cannot force it to go away. So something you have to learn to accept and live with it.
Okay. I will try next time, but I feel that I guess it got better. The approach got better because before this, when I had got a migraine, I totally cannot even put toe at all because it was so painful. But at least I think I improved a bit that I can do some put toe now when the pain is very, very intense.
That's because you do some training in Bhutto before. So you have to train yourself in Bhutto when you're well.
When you're well, okay.
So that when you're sick, then you will be able to do Bhutto. If you haven't trained yourself in doing Bhutto, when the time comes, you will not be able to do it.
Understand.
So keep training yourself with Bhutto as much as possible.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay. It's like jogging. If you keep jogging every day, when the time for you to join a race, you can do it easily.
Yes.
But if you haven't done any jogging and you have to enter a race, you'll find it very difficult to run.
That's true.
So training makes perfect, right?
Yeah.
Keep training yourself in mindfulness. And when you need it, you can use it very easily. It will come easily to you.
Okay. And I wanted to comment that Facebook is actually a very good platform to test any Buddhist, because once you go in, right, you have so much emotions that if you can control it, that means you actually have a lot of I don't know, you have a very calm mind.
Well, what you should do is not read any comment. Just look at the message, the post-it,
Yeah.
and forget about the comment, because you will see that there'll be negative and positive comment
Yes.
with every post. Because we have people with different views, with different, attitude.
Mm.
So don't pay attention to any comments, or like or follow or anything like this. Just look at the message, whether it's useful or not. If it's not useful, just forget about it. Just move on.
I think if we can move on when looking at all the posts, we have reached some point of equanimity.
Yeah,
Yes.
you watch it without any reactions. That's the goal. Just to look at the message posted.
Yes.
And not worry about the like or dislike or the comment by people.
Yes.
I have lots of people sending me emails telling bad things about me also. I just ignore, I just don't read. Why should I spend my time reading, things like this? Not because not because I don't like people criticizing me, but I find it's not my place for me to listen to any criticism. So I don't need to read them. See?
Correct.
But if it's my place to read or listen to criticism, then I'll listen. But it's not my place to do. Why should I bother my time, waste my time? And luckily, I'm not in a position to listen to anybody's criticism because I don't get paid by them.
Yeah.
The reason why I have to listen to criticism is when I get paid from them. Then I have to worry.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So if you don't get paid from what you read, then don't read it.
That's true.
Don't waste your time.
Life is too short to think so.
To get involved in nonsense stuff,
Yes.
Read the Dhamma teaching better.
Yes. Thank you, Ajann.
Okay, you're welcome. Gary from Singapore.
Good evening, Ajann. There's no question from me, just listening in. Thank you.
Okay. Evie from Indonesia, Medan.
Yeah, Ajann, Namo Buddhaya, Ajann. Ajann like to say Medan.
Speak a little bit louder, please.
Yeah. Can Ajann hear me?
Yeah, better now.
Yeah. Ajann, regarding about Ravin question about Asubha. Some people say that Asubha is not suitable for householder because it might cause division in the family because of seeing disgusting things, and Asubha is only suitable for monks. What do Ajann think about this?
Yes, that's true. It's more for monks than for lay people, except for some special lay person who wants to stop having a sexual desire, then they can use it. But if they still want to have good relationship with their husband or wife, then they should not use the super.
So as we have,
because once you see the body, you might get sick of your husband and you don't want to be near him.
Yeah, so we just apply it when
there's a need to. With monks, we have to, because we have to be celibate. So we have to constantly stop this sexual desire.
Because people are so easy to have falling in love with.
But with lay people, householder, this is what you live for. You live for your sexual desire. That's why you have husband. That's why you have wives. So if you use the sukha, then you're breaking this bond between husband and wife.
Yeah. So when the monks teach this technique, the Asubha technique to
protect their monkhood, because some monks, if they don't do this, they eventually have to end up disrobing when they run into somebody attractive, and they cannot stop their mind from thinking about that person. Eventually, that monk will have to disrobe.
So for us lay people, we just be the
No, for you, you
more
should just use
defensive.
dana first. That's too much for lay people. People should use just dana and keep the 5 precepts or metta meditation, loving kindness.
Yeah, but I see people are like to ask about this Asubha. Maybe they.
Okay.
Yeah, Ajahn, thank you.
All right, Diana from Wales.
Greetings, Tanajan. I have 2 questions. The first one, I read that when a woman is pregnant, the consciousness can come in to the baby at different times in the pregnancy. And I was wondering if there was any teaching on that and what happens to that consciousness, that spirit, when either there's a miscarriage or an abortion.
See, when there's conception, it means that the mind has attached itself to the newborn. Yeah. And when there's what you call abortion, then this connection will be severed, will be disconnected. The mind doesn't actually enter into the body; it just sends in the flow or the stream of consciousness to attach to the body, like the telephone connecting with another through the wireless wave, radio wave. The mind sends a radio wave to connect to the body. Mental wave, let's call it that way better. We call this vinyana. And it goes to five different places. It goes to the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and body. So that it can receive the sensual objects coming into contact with the eyes, ears, tongue, and body. Nose, also nose. So the mind never enter into this world. Your mind and my world doesn't exist in this world, in this physical world. It's just connected by this stream of consciousness. And when you meditate, you actually stop the stream. You're pulling the stream away from the body temporarily. When your mind becomes fully concentrated, absorbed, then the consciousness of the body will disappear temporarily.
I understand.
But it's not severed. It just temporarily stop functioning. Not like death. With death, it's permanent. It's severed, disconnected permanently. But when you sleep or when you meditate, you temporarily disconnect. Temporarily stop it from functioning. And when you go to sleep, you don't connect to the body anymore. So you're in a spiritual world and you live with your spiritual dreams. That's how you exist in the spiritual world. You exist with your dreams, good dreams and bad dreams. Good dreams we call heaven, bad dreams we call hell. That's what heaven and hell is.
I see. So when the pregnancy ends, that consciousness goes
They
and
no
then
longer connect to the body. I cannot reconnect. I cannot reconnect.
but they could come back to another.
A new body. But how or when, I don't know how. Maybe it's like buying a lottery ticket. Winning one ticket doesn't mean you'll win the next ticket right away. You might have to wait, wait for your draw. When you don't have a body, then you just have to exist as a spiritual being until you are able to connect to a new body.
So our consciousness exists outside of our body and lives through the body.
It doesn't live through the body. It just uses the body as an instrument. to get what it wants. See, the mind wants happiness from having sensual objects, like seeing things, hearing things, tasting, drinking. This is what the mind wants, and it needs a body to be able to do this.
Thank you.
But if you can stop your sensual desire, sensual cravings, then you won't need a body. You can exist without having a body. You can be happy without having to use the body to get to the sensual objects, because you can be happy in a different way. You can be happy by calming your mind through meditation. Like for the Buddha and all his noble disciples, they are happy by calming their mind. So they don't need to have a body anymore. So they don't have to take birth anymore. But they still exist. But we cannot connect with them, that's all.
Thank you. I have one more question, which is just a little question. You know, as part of our defilements, we can eat more than our body needs. When we realize that we're doing that, how do you suggest that we try not to do that?
Well, you have to portion your food before you eat and say, this is all I want. 1 plate or 2 plates or whatever, you feel what your body needs. And then just you have to have regimen or discipline. Without discipline, then you'll probably succumb to your greed, your cravings. And one way to stop craving for food is to contemplate on the unpleasant nature of food, like looking at the food in your mouth. When you put food in your mouth, you feel, oh, this is delicious. Why don't I take a look at it, how it looks like, so I can take a picture of it? So why don't you spit it out and then take a picture before you put it back in, see if you can put it back in or not.
I was thinking we ought to make food that doesn't taste so good.
That's also good, also. But this is more practical, is to think of the food that you think is delicious in your mouth. Just spit it out so you can take a look at it before you take it back in. Or think of the vomit, that these are all the delicious food you take into your body, right? But sometimes you have a stomachache and you have to vomit. Then take a look at this food and say, how delicious is it? Can you eat it again or not? Okay, this is one way to stop your craving for food. That's what I'm trying to say. It's an antidote to your craving.
Thank you.
Okay. Every time you want to eat more than your body needs, then think of the vomit. Think of the food that you take inside your mouth, into your body. Or like you say, you can also make the food unpleasant, so that you don't feel like eating it when you see it. That's also possible. Actually, there was one monk. He had all the food that he's gonna eat grinded by a grinder.
I liked what you said about mixing it all together in the plate.
Yeah, in the plate. Put everything in the dessert, anything like that. Ice cream, fruits, and hamburgers or curry or whatever. Put them all in because they're gonna mix in your stomach sooner or later, right? This is the way for eating to feed the body, not to feed the defilement, the cravings.
And I think you would say that the more you practice meditation, the stronger your mind is.
Right, resistant. You have stronger resistance to your cravings. You have more equanimity. That's why equanimity is very important for you to, in your fight against your cravings, you need to have a mind with equanimity. So you have to practice a lot of mindfulness, because mindfulness will bring the mind to equanimity. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Next, Kate Yamso from Penang. No question from you ever.
Ajann, yeah. Good
Okay,
evening
good to
you.
see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have Komnet from Japan. Do you want to speak? You want to ask anything?
กราบนมัสการค่ะ No question for today พระอาจารย์
Okay, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Okay, Bruce Lee from Indonesia.
Evening, Ajann. I don't have any question. Thank you, Ajann.
Okay, Sula and always last from Singapore.
Yeah, from Singapore. Hello, Ajann. Yeah, hope you are well. Sorry, I'm late again today. I ended late today. I came home late, and then I was having my dinner. Then
It's
then
late.
afterwards
It's
I
better
got
late than never. It's better late than never.
better late than never. Okay. Yeah. Oh, then I got a question that is also related to the saying better late than never. So I was wondering when I was reading, I saw that Ananda, he had 3 opportunities to actually ask the Buddha to
Extend his life, to extend his life.
yeah, to extend his life. So but he missed the 3 opportunities. Then when he afterwards sometime later he asked the Buddha why did the earthquake happen, and then the Buddha actually explained to him the earthquake happened on due to 8 reasons, etc., etc. And then the Buddha actually said that the fault is his, that he did not ask him to to extend his life. So I was just wondering why did the Buddha actually said that the fault is his, that he did not make his request at the time when he prompted him 3 times?
Because the Buddha wants to find out whether he wants to continue serving the Buddha. He's the Buddha's servant. So maybe the Buddha isn't sure whether he wants to continue serving the Buddha longer than. So the Buddha had to ask him 3 times for him to enforce his intention. And since he didn't say anything about asking the Buddha to stay, then the Buddha take it as a message to tell him that Ananda doesn't want him to extend his life. Because if he extends his life, then Ananda will have to serve him longer. Continue to do it.
That's true. But then the Sangha is so big. So why didn't the Buddha actually ask someone else if Ananda didn't get the hint, and since he isn't fully enlightened yet? Maybe
See, the Buddha has no craving like us. He can
no craving like us.
Yeah. So if no one wants to serve him, then he's not going to ask people to serve him.
Oh, okay.
It has to be on a voluntary basis.
Okay.
The Buddha would go around and ask, "Can you find some replacement for me? This guy doesn't work anymore." I cannot do that.
Oh yes.
Even when I think when Ananda was appointed, I think I was appointed by the Sangha, not by the Buddha. The Sangha felt that the Buddha needs somebody to help the Buddha, because the Buddha has many activities. So he needs someone to take care of his bowl and washing his robes and cleaning his house. So the Sangha appointed someone that they felt that will be suitable for the Buddha, and it was Ananda.
I see. Okay.
So that's why the Sangha has to reprimand him for not asking the Buddha to continue on extending his life.
Oh, then wouldn't Ananda feel very sad upon
Yes, he felt very sad, very sorry. But the Buddha consoled him and said, don't worry, Ananda, after I pass away, you'll be enlightened in 3 months' time.
Oh,
So that gives him the consolation
Oh,
that, okay, I'm losing the Buddha, but I will be able to enlighten in 3 months' time. Because when there's no Buddha to serve, then he will be free to go practice all the time. See? Before that, he will have to attend to the Buddha all day long, all day and all night. So he never have time for his own practice.
But he already reached like the
Sotapanna, I think he reached Sotapanna.
Yeah.
But he's been Sotapanna for over 20 years.
Oh.
Because he had no time to develop further, because he spent his time devoting to serving the Buddha.
Oh, okay.
But one thing he got from serving the Buddha is he listened to all his Dhamma talks. And he remembers all the talks that the Buddha gave. It was one of the conditions that the Ananda asked of the Buddha. If the Buddha goes anywhere to give Dhamma talk, Ananda has to accompany him. And if for some reason Ananda cannot accompany him, then when the Buddha came back, the Buddha has to give the talk to him again.
Oh.
Because he wants to learn, he wants to study the teaching of the Buddha. And he could remember every teaching, every sutta that the Buddha gave, every Dhamma talk.
Oh. Very studious of Ananda.
Yeah. So this helped him when there was no longer the Buddha to teach him, he can still remember his teaching. So he uses the Buddha's teaching to help guide him to become enlightened in 3 months' time.
Oh, like a recorder. His mind is like a recorder.
Yeah, recorder. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then I think one thing that really kind of impressed me was that the Buddha actually he's actually a very great teacher. And then so like when we go and attend like Dhamma talks and so on, sometimes it feels like, like the person is actually just like kind of presenting the ideas, the theories, but the Buddha is actually teaching it. So like there's some sort of distinction there. Is it because like a teacher is someone that teach from their own direct experience and knowledge, whereas someone that hasn't reached that stage yet, they are more of like regurgitating and just presenting the
That's right. That's right. They use interpreting. They study the teaching and they just interpret it and teach it according to the interpretation, which might not be correct. Different from someone who teach from experience.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I have to move on. We only have
Okay.
20 minutes left. There might be some question from Facebook, so I'll go to Facebook now.
Okay.
Any question?
Yes, there are 2 questions from Facebook. And the first question from Amon Pan Pink. Good evening, Kaprajan. During meditation session, my thoughts still come up from time to time, and I need to keep bringing my mind back to Putto. I'm curious whether more advanced meditator would still have thoughts popping up as well, ka? ขอบคุณค่ะ.
No, the more advanced you become, the stronger your mindfulness. And with the stronger your mindfulness, then the thought will become lessened and eventually no longer disturb the mind of an advanced meditator.
Next question from Jitta. Dear Thanajan, bowing to you. I have come back to my residence and I start meditation with skill learned from Khao Chi On. Actually, now I'm also doing those 2 straight exercise daily, learn from you in the Sala Hall. When I read your book, Beyond Birth, you mentioned that when you were a layman, you test yourself on the Gotland beach to overcome the fear. It's very much like what I did this time on the mountain platform to overcome the fear of unseen crop bar. As for me, I do not fear of death, but I need to get enlightened before my final is coming. My only fear is to be dying without enlightenment. Thanachan, the more I read your book, the more I admire you. It's not flattering, but you are really amazing. Could you please tell me more about how you overcame the fear death on the Gotland beach? Thank you.
Well, I use mindfulness. I just meditate and just stop thinking about the things that can come up from the sea and hurt me. So I just close my eye and just meditate and say, well, whatever will be, will be. Que sera, sera.
That's all,
Okay.
Thanachan.
Is that all? It's 2
Yes.
questions. Okay.
Just 2 questions.
Okay. Anybody would like to have more questions? You're welcome to raise your hand and through hand. Okay.
Yeah, hello, Ajann. I got a question. Yeah. Yeah, it's related to just now the question that I asked. Like, I was just wondering, because the Buddha actually said that once a stream enterer, then it takes 7 lifetime more to reach enlightenment or something like that.
No, that's not correct.
Oh, that's not correct.
Yeah, it means that once you become a Sotapanna, the maximum life that you might take birth will be 7. But it doesn't mean that you will have to take this 7 rebirth before you become fully enlightened. You can continue on with your practice in this lifetime and become enlightened within this lifetime. Only when maybe something happened, like you get an accident and you die before you reach the final enlightenment, then you have to reborn and continue on with your practice again.
Oh, okay.
But you will not reborn more than 7 times, because by that time you should be enlightened.
Then in that case, why Ananda was so rushed to get enlightened? Like, actually he can like stay as Sotapanna, right?
He's been Sotapanna over 20 years, and he was stuck with serving the Buddha. So he thought, he didn't think about himself. He was thinking more about the Buddha.
Okay.
But once there's no Buddha for him to serve, then he had all the time to do his own practice. So he could achieve it within 3 months' time.
Okay. But if a Sotapanna can stay as Sotapanna, I mean, can slowly reach that enlightenment stage, then what is the motivation for him to like rush through his enlightenment? Because
one is because of your uncertainty about your life. You don't know when you're gonna die.
But the Buddha said only maximum 7 rebirth, right?
Yeah, but it takes a long time before you can reborn the next time. So
it takes a long time.
You don't know when you come back again as a human being.
The 7 rebirth refer to human being.
Yeah.
So if in between he take rebirth as other forms, then they will like be very long.
No, because the only form that you can practice effectively is as a human form, in a human form.
So it's faster if the Sotapanna just finish his remaining stages in human form rather than wait out in other form.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah, this is something that you don't need to know really. Just get to become a Sotapanna first, okay? Then worry about that later on when you get there.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, anybody else?
Okay. Thank you, Ajahn.
Anybody? Kunla first, Kunla on Facebook, then we'll go to Belinda.
Yes. Two questions from Martin. The first question is, hi Ajann, do you recommend Putto meditations or breath meditation?
Either one, it's up to you. Whichever one you find effective for you, you use that one.
And the second question, is the first jhana possible for a lay person with busy life if some time is set aside for meditation every day? Thank you so much.
It's not whether you're a lay person or not, it's how much mindfulness you already have. If you have a lot of mindfulness, then it's possible. If you don't have enough mindfulness, then you have to develop more mindfulness first. Is that all? The question?
Yes.
Okay. Belinda, you're next.
I just have questions about emotions. I know we say that many things are two sides of a coin. So when earlier we mentioned extreme love, for example, love to parents, and then the opposite is also true, extreme hate. So we are learning to get to equanimity, but when we fall to extreme hate, the opposite from love to hate, like, do we use metta to come back first, or how should we work on this?
It's up to you what you have. If you have metta, you bring metta. If you don't have metta, then you need mindfulness. But you have to have something, or you can just let it disappear by itself. But it might take a long time. Everything doesn't last forever, right? Okay.
I think at this point, I feel I'm watching it as is, like not pushing it away and also not indulging and noting that this emotion is as there right now and keeping mindfulness not to follow on that.
As long as you don't let this emotion to drive you to go do something or say something. You can remain, still physically and just let the emotion rise and cease by itself. If you have the patience to endure this feeling, this extreme hatred or whatever you might be experiencing. But if you can use mindfulness, you can then alleviate or eliminate or diminish it. So you don't have to endure this bad emotion.
At this point, it's not so extreme. I don't feel with some chanting temporarily. I could
yes, some can be quite strong and cause you sleepless night. Sometimes you could go to sleep sometimes because you hate something or somebody. Then it's better to use mindfulness or loving kindness to stop it, because it's not good for your mental health.
Sometimes the more you don't want this emotion, the more it sticks with us. Like we know extreme hate is not good or hatred is not good, and the more we want to go to the opposite, the more it rebounds back. So
you don't use your desire. You have to use mindfulness or wisdom, loving kindness. You can the desire will increase more of your negative feeling. So you have to stop it by Bhutto, 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 Bhutto. Or use wisdom. This is like a weather, it's a storm. Sooner or later it will subside. Just don't do anything to it, just watch it. Don't react to it. Leave it alone. Don't try to force it to go away. Okay.
Thank you, Ajahn.
All right.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay, nobody. So maybe it's a good time for us to call this meeting to an end. Thank you for your participation. And I hope that you have benefited from this meeting and help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please stay safe, stay mindful, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.
สาธุเจ้าค่ะ
Thank you, Ajahn.
สาธุอาจารย์
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Emmy.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.
สาธุเจ้าค่ะ
บ๊ายบาย